Over 100 years ago, President Teddy Roosevelt said, "The farmer is a good farmer who, having enabled the land to support himself and to provide for the education of his children, leaves it to them a little better than he found it." Farming has changed, but this sentiment is still expressed by our nation's potato growers. Each year, the National Potato Council is proud to present its Environmental Stewardship Award to a farmer who best exemplifies this ideal. The 2016 winner is Boyd Foster of Vista Valley Ag, Ririe, Idaho.
I take a lot of pride in being a traditional farmer where we grow large acreage of different commodities, especially potatoes. But when I'm asked to go to speak to groups about growing potatoes, I always begin my lecture with them, telling them that I'm an environmentalist.
Vista Valley Ag is located in eastern Idaho along the foothills of the Teton Mountain Range and the South Fork of the Snake River.
There was a lot of volcanic ash thousands and millions of years ago that spread over this area. The volcanic ash, the dry climate that we have, the warm days and the cold nights, combination make it perfect for growing potatoes.
80% of the potatoes in these fields are Norcotas and Burbanks for the fresh market. The rest of them are Ranger Russets for processing.
What do you think of that hill, Trevor?
That's a nice hill. Nice quality, uniform size and shape.
Yeah, just the right number of tubers under that hill for the 3rd of August, 4th of August. They'll finish out really nice.
Vista Valley Ag uses precision agriculture or site-specific farming. With precision agriculture, farmers and soils work better, not harder.
Every one of our fields we treat as its own farm, regardless of the size of the field, whether it's 80 acres or 480 acres. We treat them as their own field, so we're soil sampling and nematode sampling and farming them totally separate from the rest of the farm.
Precision farming is data-driven and aided by new technology, like the use of drones for surveillance of fields. But farmers still put boots on the ground to assess crop development and scout for insects, disease, wind damage, or anything else out of the ordinary.
Once a week I'll pull petioles in the potato fields, and this is what's called the petiole part of the plant. It grows from the stem, the leaves attached to it. You take the first mature petiole down on the plant, and that gives an indication of how much nutrient is in the plant itself. We send it to the lab, they give us an analysis, and then Boyd can decide how much fertilizer to put on for that week, depending on what the plant is actually using.
We don't use any more fertilizer or chemicals than we absolutely need to grow our potatoes. We're very concerned. Without the environment and without our soils and our waters that we have to grow these potatoes, we're out of business.
The Snake River Aquifer and the Snake River provide what Foster calls an unbelievable pure source of water. To use water more efficiently, he gets advice from irrigation consultants who are in the fields 5 times a week. He also follows a maintenance schedule.
Every 3 years, when we have a potato crop, every 3rd potato crop, we'll put all new nozzles on the pivots or the linears to make sure that they're new and efficient, and new regulators to maintain the proper pressure of the pivot.
Vista Valley Ag encompasses 11,000 acres. Potatoes are grown in a rotation with wheat, barley, and alfalfa. When a field is harvested, it is already time to prepare the ground for the next crop.
Even though we don't grow as many acres of potatoes as we do other crops that we grow, potatoes are our passion. That's what it's all about for our family. Our legacy, we hope, will always be they were potato growers.
It's part of Foster's business philosophy to be involved in potatoes from field to plate. He is an owner of a local fertilizer company and a member of the Sunfresh Co-op. The fertilizer company helps him with both nutrient management and pest management.
We try very hard to help growers be stewards of the land, and that's really what it boils down to. You know, being efficient in your operation not only saves money, but it helps the land.
Vista Valley Ag treats area specific for pests when they reach a certain threshold. Only newer crop protectants with better engineered chemistries are used to keep plants healthy. This season's potato crop is a good one. The crew will run from morning to night to get it all in, while dodging occasional showers and finishing before the onset of wintry weather. The crop is the culmination of hard work, field intelligence, good decision-making, and a benevolent Mother Nature. In return, the farmer respects the environment and conserves its resources. The consumer is the ultimate beneficiary of the farmer's success. Vista Valley Ag potatoes are handled by Sunfresh Co-op, the partnership that Foster relies on to get his potatoes to the consumer's plate.
The retail customer is looking for something that's based on what their needs are. They want them to look smooth, they want them to look intact and healthy and be free of blemishes and any imperfections. That's what they look for, because they shop with their eyes.
Besides price and quality, today's shoppers are interested in knowing where their potatoes come from. Potatoes in every box or bag can be traced right back to this farm. In both business conduct and environmental stewardship, Vista Valley Ag sets high ethical standards.
As I began farming, my mother would always ask me the same question. She would say, "Are your rows straight? Are your rows straight, Boyd?" And I thought that she was only ever concerned about how straight I could drive a tractor and that the farm looked good. Later in my life, she asked me that question one time when it wasn't anything to do with farming. And I realized that she cared about who I was and how I interacted in the community and how I represented our family.
Once a year, the Fosters invite the local community to an old-fashioned potato pick. The potato giveaway is enormously popular.
I haven't met anybody yet who doesn't enjoy a field of dirt that you can run around in and pick up and break up the clods in your hand, and it means a lot to people. Most often people will get what they think they can use and then maybe a bag or two for a neighbor, maybe someone who's older or maybe someone who has health issues who wasn't able to come out.
Lori Foster grew up on a farm with a small cheese factory. The family still produces artisan cheeses and sells other local foods. She and Boyd feel blessed to be an Idaho farm family.
We feel and have always felt privileged to be stewards of the land. We love the earth. We love the colors of the earth. We love when the earth gets turned. We work really hard. Every morning we high five and we're grateful that we get to be part of it. We feel very privileged.
The Environmental Stewardship Award is a component of the Pesticide Environmental Stewardship Program of the National Potato Council and the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. Congratulations to the 2016 winner, Vista Valley Ag, Ririe, Idaho.